mammal habitat. Alberta is home to many important mammal species, such as woodland caribou and grizzly bear. Both species are impacted by human activity. Woodland caribou have been an important part of Aboriginal culture for centuries and remain an important part of Canadian culture today. The area of woodland caribou habitat today is about half that of what existed historically. In Alberta, woodland caribou is listed as a threatened species. This means that woodland caribou are likely to become endangered if nothing is done to reverse the factors causing the decline. Woodland caribou live almost exclusively within Canada's borders. Conserving habitat here is essential if woodland caribou are to survive. Woodland caribou are found in spruce forests and muskeg, in part because of the lichen that is found there. Lichens are plants made up of algae and a fungus living symbiotically. Even though caribou can weigh up to 600 pounds, their main source of food is lichen. Caribou are impacted by habitat loss and predation. Special collars placed on woodland caribou have allowed scientists to track what parts of the landscape woodland caribou use. They found that areas close to human disturbances like roads, pipelines, seismic lines, well sites, and cut blocks were used less by caribou. Caribou prefer large tracts of undisturbed older forests, within which they can spread out to avoid predators like wolves. Human disturbances affect caribou habitat and make it easier for wolves and humans to hunt woodland caribou. The amount of human disturbances in Alberta's forests has increased. This has reduced woodland caribou habitat and populations. If habitat continues to decline, Alberta may not have woodland caribou in the future. Grizzly bears are found in Alberta, mainly in the Rocky Mountain region, part of the Foothills region, and a few areas in the Boreal region of the province. A recent study estimated Alberta's grizzly bear population outside of national parks to be 691 bears. Like woodland caribou, grizzly bears are a threatened species in Alberta. Grizzly bears also need large areas of forest that are secluded from human activity that may cause mortality. Human activities have resulted in the loss of grizzly bears from areas where they once occurred, including prairie regions such as the Cypress Hills and major river valleys. As with caribou, grizzlies have a low reproductive rate. They reach breeding maturity around 5 to 7 years and breed once every 3 or 4 years. Grizzly bear populations therefore require substantial time to recover from low numbers. Human activity in grizzly habitat changes the age of the forest and increases motorized access. As oil and gas development, mining, and forestry increase, so does the road density in suitable habitat. The result is more human-bear encounters that frequently result in grizzly bear deaths. Land use affects the quality and availability of habitat for mammals such as woodland caribou and grizzly bears. Use Alberta Tomorrow to see what has happened to these species' habitat in the past and what the effects land uses may have on their habitat in the future.